Hey there, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm excited to share with you how to install N8N on your local machine. In this case, I'm using the latest version of Ubuntu Linux so that you can run it locally rather than spending an arm and a leg on the cloud service version of N8N, which is anywhere from about $20 up to $800 a month. I've just recently decided to switch over to Linux because it runs a lot faster on my laptop compared to Windows 11. And it's also much easier to install lots of different open source software packages on Linux versus Windows, which requires you to use a complicated software like Docker. And I've actually tried it before and I could never figure it out. But now I've got it installed on Linux. It runs really fast. In order to get started, you're just going to want to search Google for how to install N8N on Ubuntu Linux. And here's the instructions as provided by Google Gemini. You can see here, you just have to do sudo apt update and upgrade, and then you install Node.js, you install the Node package manager, and then you just install N8N and run it, and then it will be running on your local host machine right here. So that's exactly what I've done. As you can see in the terminal over here, I'm just running N8N, and then it spools up the process and runs it on my local host machine right here. So now I've got N8N running on Ubuntu Linux, so I don't have to pay for the cloud service over here, which is around $20 to $60, all the way up to $800 a month. There's no need for that. It's running locally on my Ubuntu system right here. So I'm just going to log into my account real quick. And it's already saved everything, so I can just log in right away. I also have all of the pro features as well because I activated the API plugin. So that's good to go. And they've just announced these new data tables, which are a much faster way to pull in data, basically. And it looks like I will have the option to update to that, but for now I'm just going to skip it. And in order to get started here, you're just going to want to click on Create a Workflow in the upper right here, and then it will drop you into your dashboard. So as you can see, it looks exactly like the standard N8N. If I just click here, I can add in a trigger. There we go. It's a little bit slow for some reason. And I'm just going to click on Trigger manually. So I can execute this workflow quickly and easily like so. And by the way, if you want to click and drag, just hold Control and click in order to drag around your workspace. Very easy. And then from here, I can, let's say connect up an AI integration like Google Gemini or OpenAI. In this case, I already have the credentials for OpenAI, so I'm just going to select message a model here, and that will drop in an OpenAI module. And then from here, I can message the model, and then I can also choose the model that I want to use here. So I'm going to use GPT-4 latest. And you can obviously enter in the prompt, whatever you want here, and then you can just execute that quickly and easily. It's running 100% on my local machine. Keep in mind, I'm still relatively new to N8N, as maybe some of you are watching this as well. So if you don't want to do all of this from scratch, you can also choose from some templates. So if you just click on templates right here, it will open up another website right here. And this is on the official N8N.io site. As you can see, there's 5,800 workflow automation templates available. And you can basically just go through this and find ones that are interesting for you. Here's one to learn the N8N basics in 3 steps. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Use for Free right here. And I can import this into my self-hosted instance right here, as you can see. From here, I will need to connect up Gmail. So I need to connect up the client ID and client secret. That's going to take a little bit of time, so I'm actually just going to skip that for now. And I can show you what the template looks like. So here we are. This is what it looks like. And it's just broken up into nice little modules. So you can watch that, and then you can also just test this out as well. Quickly and easily using the Done For You template, which is completely free inside N8N, so it works great. I'm just going to leave that without saving, and I'll show you some other templates that they have available over here as well. Here's another one that will generate AI viral videos with VO3 and upload them to TikTok. So if you want to use this template, it's available also completely for free. I'm just going to click the button here, import it into my local self-hosted instance. And then, as you can see, I've already connected up the modules here, so the API keys are already added in. And then I can just click on continue, and it will import that directly into my N8N right here. So all of the information is here. It just shows, you have to set up your OpenAI connection. You can set up this module, all the modules, and then you integrate it with VO3. And it even provides the URL here as well. So you can just click on this URL. But you can take a look through this template here. Basically, this is just going to start daily. So it will run every day. And then it will generate creative videos. So this is the prompt we're using right here. It's got the user message and then also the system message down here as well. And if you want to make this a little bit bigger, you can just open it up. You can see everything right here. Very easy. And if we want to execute this step, we can just click on execute and it should run. It didn't actually output anything. But if I want to run this entire workflow, I can just click on execute workflow and we'll see if this works. It's unrecognized node type, Blotato. So Blotato is basically like an app that they're using for posting on social media, in this case TikTok. And it looks like I also need to connect up my API for VO3 as well. So there's still some more steps that I have to do to actually get this to run. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this for now. It will save it into my local workflow here. And I'll show you one that's already working. So this is an N8N automation to summarize YouTube videos from a transcript. If I click on execute workflow here, I can basically just paste in the URL. So I'm just going to get one of my YouTube videos real quick. And we're just going to come over here and input that in as the URL right here. Looks like this one's still not working because it needs an API key for Apify. That's what it's using for scraping the video and getting the transcript. So you will need to put your API key in here, I believe. Although that should actually be the URL, not the API key. So I'm not sure why it says API key here. But I'm just going to go back and we can look at another one here. This is a free AI image generator. Also available over here under the templates. And there it is. That's the free AI image generator using Gemini and ChatGPT. So this is exactly what I'm using. And that's basically just going to create the image and automatically upload it to Facebook. So that's what this is doing. And if I just click on open chat, I can tell it what I want it to create an image of. So let's just say island. Want it to create an image of an island. So we're going to do that. And it should create the image in a couple seconds here. N8N is very powerful. It works even better than Make in a lot of ways. So there we go. It just created the image. And we should be able to see the output here somewhere. If we take a look at this module, there it is. So we can view the image. If you want to make that bigger, you can just enlarge this, and there we go. So it just created an image. And you can also automatically post this to Facebook as well. They have a module right here, which is just going to post it to Facebook. And that's using the Graph API. So you will need to, once again, add your access token and all that stuff here so that it can authenticate with Facebook. Just a few examples of automations that you can pull in right away using the done for you templates. And some of these are paid as well, like you have to pay a little bit to get access to some of these templates. But I would encourage you just to start playing around and seeing what you could do in N8N. And if you have any questions about installing this locally on your system, just drop them down below. And I would highly recommend using Linux because it makes things a lot easier in terms of locally hosting N8N on your machine. Also, you can join my school community as well. That's growing fast. We've got almost 1,000 members in there now. I actually just launched this one today, which is a separate community. But I recommend joining AI Automation Station. Lots of people introduce themselves in here. And then I also have a classroom as well. I'm going to be building out some more modules in here as well for N8N. So you're welcome to join the school community. You can get access to all of these automations. There's over 2,000 of them here, and I also have them installed on my Linux system as well. Yeah, highly recommend joining school and check out this all these automations. And if you have any questions, drop them down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Signing off.